God says, I've been trying to reach you. If you ignore this warning, your breakthrough goes to someone else. Listen to God now. Don't skip. You have no idea what hangs in the balance. This is not a moment to scroll past or pretend you didn't feel that tug in your heart. I have been calling your name in silence. I have been nudging your soul when the world went quiet. You didn't stumble on this by accident. This is a holy interruption. Watch this until the end. If you don't, you will miss something I've prepared for you. You will walk past a door I have already unlocked. Your delay gives someone else your breakthrough. You don't want to lose what I set aside with your name on it. Comment Amen to affirm you are listening. Let me speak clearly. The warning I speak now is not to frighten you. It's to wake you. You've asked for change, healing, and peace. You've prayed for the burden to lift. But what you must understand is this. What I am sending to you requires your full attention. Your hands must be open. Your heart must be alert. Your spirit must stop wandering. Because the very thing you've been aching for is coming, and the enemy knows it. That is why you've been distracted, weary, and confused. He wants you to look away right before I show up. I see the tears you hide. I hear the thoughts that haunt you when no one else is around. I see the way you try to act strong when you are barely holding on. And I want you to know, this is not how your story ends. But you must hear me. You must stop pushing my voice aside. Every time you ignore me, you give the enemy more space to plant lies in your heart. Every time you delay, the blessing I prepared drifts further. I am not punishing you. I am pursuing you, because I refuse to let your miracle slip through your fingers without a fight. Listen to me, child. You don't have to earn my love. You don't have to fix yourself before coming to me. But you do have to respond when I call. This is that moment. Heaven is watching. I've lined up things for you that eyes have not seen, but I will not force it on you. I am a God of invitation, not intrusion. If you keep pushing me aside, someone else will walk through the door I had meant for you. Don't let your delay become your denial. Comment 1111 if you believe my timing is perfect. You think you've been forgotten, but I never turned away. While you were crying alone, I was collecting every tear. While others walked out, I stood beside you. While your mind spun with fear, I whispered peace that you didn't even realize was me. I've been trying to reach you through the sleepless nights, through the sudden urges to pray, through the songs that randomly played, through the strangers who smiled at you when you needed it most. That wasn't coincidence. That was me. That was me saying, I'm still here. But now, I speak louder, because the hour is urgent. I'm about to shift things. I'm about to close some doors that have drained you for too long. I'm about to bring in the people who honor you, the opportunities that lift you, the rest your soul forgot it could feel. But I need your attention now. Not tomorrow, not later. Now. Before the blessing turns to someone else who was listening. Before the miracle walks into another house because yours was not open. You prayed for signs. You asked for confirmation. You said, God, if this is you, show me. This is it. This is your confirmation. This is me, speaking straight to the place inside you that thought I went silent. I'm not silent. I'm just waiting. Waiting for you to stop running. Waiting for you to pause long enough to hear me. Waiting for you to stop scrolling and start seeking. Don't look away. Don't say, I'll watch it later. You might not have later. You might miss the move that was meant to change everything. I am the same God who parted the seas, who walked in the fire, who shut the mouths of lions. I am the same God who raised the dead, who fed the hungry, who calmed the storm. And I am the same God who sees you right now, sitting in your confusion, doubting if you'll ever feel free. Yes, I see you. And yes, I am reaching out. I don't care how far you've fallen. I don't care who gave up on you. I don't care how messy your past looks. I chose you, and I'm still choosing you. But you must choose me back. My love is unconditional, but my breakthroughs require participation. You can't just wait while sleeping through your season. You can't walk into miracles while clinging to what I told you to release. You can't ask for new while refusing to let go of old pain, old habits, old thinking. The door is open, but you have to walk through it. If you stand still too long, I'll give it to someone who's ready. Not because I'm cruel, but because I honor hunger. I honor faith. I honor obedience. This is your moment to choose. Stay where it's comfortable and forfeit the breakthrough. Or step forward and watch me do what you thought was impossible. I will restore your name. I will heal your wounds. I will silence the voices that told you you'll never make it. But you have to meet me here. You have to lift your eyes and stop pretending you don't feel. Me stirring your spirit right now. You do. You feel it. Don't deny it. Don't brush it off. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You say you want peace, but you keep returning to what broke you. You say you want joy, but you feed yourself bitterness. You say you want me, but you give me what's left, not what's first. I want all of you, not pieces. And when you give me your whole heart, I will give you more than you can carry. The blessings will overflow. The doors will swing open, the chains will fall, but I will not give my best to someone who only gives me their leftovers. Wake up, this is your turning point. Don't let the delay turn to regret. Don't let the doubt make you miss what I whispered in prayer. Don't let the comfort of now steal the glory of what's next. Your destiny is bigger than your current season, but if you ignore this, it will pass you by. And you will watch someone else live in what I promised you. Like this, if your heart is open and you don't want to miss what I've prepared for you. One act of faith opens a floodgate of favor. I have already gone before you. I have already defeated what you fear. I have already released the answer. But you must stay awake, stay focused, stay obedient, because the enemy won't stop whispering lies, trying to wear you out. But I've given you the power to stand. I've given you my spirit, my word, my presence. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are right on time if you respond. You lose territory that I assigned to your name. You lose favor that was scheduled for your season. I don't say this to shame you. I say this to wake you. Because the window you're in right now will not remain open forever. You've asked for a sign that you are chosen, that you matter, that your life has meaning. This is that sign. I'm not just calling you back to prayer, I'm calling you back to purpose, back to promise, back to the reason I formed you in the first place. You weren't created to survive the days, you were created to walk in authority, to carry light in a world full of shadows. But how can you walk in your calling if you don't even listen when I speak? You want peace, but you won't turn off the noise. You want clarity, but you keep feeding your confusion. You say you trust me, but the moment things don't go your way, you panic and try to take control. Hear me clearly. Your breakthrough isn't being delayed because I am slow. It is being delayed because you are distracted. Your blessing is not far, it is at the edge of your surrender. And if you would truly let go of what you cling to in fear, you would see what I've been holding for you all along. I am not angry with you. I am not disappointed. I am still patient, still near, still longing for the day you rise up and stop doubting your place in my plan, because you were never meant to live in shame. You were never meant to believe the lie that your mistakes disqualify you. I knew every weakness before you were born. I knew every failure before you committed it. And I still called you mine. I still covered you in grace. But you must stop letting guilt speak louder than my promise. Comment 222 if you trust that I am still working in your life. You ask why things feel heavy, why your heart feels tired, why your prayers feel hollow. And I tell you now, it's because you've let my voice become a whisper in your life. You give hours to the world and minutes to me. You run to distractions before you run to the altar. You ask me to guide your steps, but you don't wait to hear the direction. I cannot bless what you rush through. I cannot grow what you refuse to water. But this moment is still sacred. You are still here. Your breath is still in your body. That means I still have plans for you. That means this moment can become the one where everything begins to shift. I'm not waiting for a perfect version of you. I'm waiting for a surrendered one. I want to show you what real freedom feels like. I want to show you what it means to live without fear, without regret, without trying to prove your worth. Because when you walk with me, you stop chasing validation, you live in it. I see what others don't. I see the wounds that haven't healed. I see the times you questioned if I even heard you. I saw you cry yourself to sleep, praying silently that maybe, just maybe, I would step in. And I did. You just didn't see it yet. But I've been moving behind the scenes, blocking what wasn't for you, protecting you from doors that would have destroyed you, delaying things that would have pulled you away from me. I didn't say no. I said not yet. I didn't take it from you. I saved you. But now I need your trust. Not just in the easy seasons, not just when blessings fall. I need your trust when everything feels quiet, when nothing makes sense, when you feel alone. Because faith doesn't grow on the mountaintop, it's built in the valley. And I didn't bring you this far to abandon you now. You wonder why others seem to be moving ahead while you wait. Why they get the promotion, the relationship, the answered prayer. And I tell you, what is theirs is not yours. I do not give you leftovers. I do not bless you by accident. I prepare things that fit your soul, your calling, your timeline. And when I release it, it will be perfect in its season. But I will not give it early. I will not pour new wine into old wineskins. I need your heart ready. Your silence in this season has not gone unnoticed. Every time you chose to worship through pain, I saw it. Every time you resisted temptation, I recorded it. Every time you prayed when no one saw, I treasured it. You are not overlooked. You are not unseen. Heaven has been watching, and what I have stored for you is weighty with glory. You don't need to beg. You don't need to compare. You need only remain faithful. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. My child, I still delight in you. I still rejoice over you with singing. You are not a disappointment. You are not forgotten. And though you feel like your story has been stuck, I have been writing chapters you haven't read yet. Do not give up on a story I am still finishing. The pain is not permanent. The loneliness is not forever. And the waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. I am not just working on what's coming. I'm working on you. Because I care more about your soul than your status. I care more about your healing than your image. And if I have to slow things down to keep your heart close, I will. But I'd rather you learn to trust me now, so I can release you into what I created you for without delay. The blessing is still yours. The promise is still real. The breakthrough is still scheduled. But you must not sleep through this season. Wake up, lift your eyes, listen to my voice again. I have been trying to reach you. I have been whispering through the storms, speaking through the silence, tugging at your heart in moments you couldn't explain. This is not just another word. This is your moment of realignment, of recommitment, of remembrance. They feel the nudge, sense the warning, but stay seated in fear. That is not who you are. I created you to rise. I formed you to respond, not just to listen. I designed you to walk boldly into the unknown because you know I go before you. When I say your breakthrough will go to someone else, I don't mean you've been rejected. I mean it's possible to miss a divine moment by ignoring a divine instruction. Your life is full of moments like this, turning points, where what you do next determines what opens or what closes. That's where you are now. You are standing in a place where your obedience holds the key. I'm not forcing you to move, but I am urging you. I'm warning you with love, because I don't want what belongs to you to be handed to someone who was simply more willing. I am not saying you're not worthy. I'm saying the time to act is now. The time to listen with your spirit wide open is now. There are blessings that I've already placed on the path ahead, but they are time-sensitive. There are people you're supposed to meet, assignments you're supposed to step into, healing you're supposed to receive, and none of it happens while you hesitate. It happens when you move with me. When you stop asking for another sign and start walking in faith, comment 333 to declare your faith is still alive. You think you need to feel strong to move forward, but that's not how I work. I use the weak things to shame the strong. I use the ones who tremble but say yes anyway. I chose David, not because he was tall like his brothers, but because his heart beat for me. I chose Moses, not because he was eloquent, but because he was willing. What am I asking you for? Your strength? No. Your perfection? No. I am asking for your yes, your surrender, your heart. That is where the breakthrough begins. You keep asking for answers, but I am the answer. You ask for a plan, but I am the way. You ask for comfort, but I am your peace. Until you stop treating me like a step in your plan and start treating me as the plan, you will always feel stuck. Let me take the lead again. Let me guide you even when you don't see the full map. I never promised to show you everything. I promised to never leave you. I promised to direct your steps, not your entire route. Trust one step at a time. I've been whispering to you in the quiet. You've felt it when you couldn't explain why a certain door didn't feel right. You've sensed it when you met someone and something in your spirit said, "This isn't for you." That was me. That was my spirit protecting you. You've been so hard on yourself for not understanding everything, but I never told you to understand. I told you to trust. I told you to walk with me. And if you do, I will unfold what's next at the perfect time. You've made mistakes, yes. You've wandered, yes. But I do not define you by that. I define you by what I placed inside you before the world tried to break it. I see the original version of you, the one I formed with my hands, the one who still carries purpose under the pain. I can still bring that to life, but I need you to stop running from me when you fall. Run to me. Fall into grace. Let me rebuild what the world tried to ruin. I never expected you to do this alone. That's why I gave you my spirit. That's why I surround you with signs and stirrings and messages like this, You feel me pulling on your heart. Don't explain it away. Don't silence it. Let it grow louder than your fear. You were made for this moment. You were born to walk in power, not just survival. There is more to your life than making it through. There is more to your story than pain and waiting. I am the God who restores years. I am the God who turns mourning into dancing. I know you feel tired. I know your faith has been under attack. I know it feels like every time you hope again, something falls apart. But this time is not like the last. You're not in the same place you were. Even if your situation looks the same, your heart is not. You've grown. You've endured. You've stayed when you wanted to run, and that matters. I see that. I honor that, and I will reward that. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it's near. Don't let weariness make you miss it. Comment 555 if you still believe I am a God of miracles. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Do not compare your journey to theirs. Do not measure my timing by someone else's clock. What I do in your life is tailor-made. I'm not interested in blessing you like others. I want to bless you in a way that speaks directly to your soul. In a way that makes you cry because it's so specific you'll know it was me. That kind of blessing requires waiting. It requires trust. But it also requires obedience. If you keep delaying, doubting, and drifting, I cannot give you what you aren't prepared to hold. There are moments in life that define the next 10 years. This is one of them. That's why I am speaking so clearly, so forcefully, because I want you to step into the next season with eyes open, ears open, heart open. No more halfway prayers. No more split loyalty. No more giving me your Sunday and giving the world your Monday through Saturday. I want all of you. And when you give me all, I will fill you with more than you've ever had. I know it's hard. I know you feel like too much is being asked of you. But what I'm asking for is small compared to what I'm giving you. A little faith for a mountain to move. A little obedience for chains to break. A little yes for a life completely changed. That's what I do. That's who I am. I am the God of impossible things. I do not need perfect people. I need willing ones. So take this moment seriously. Do not walk away from this and forget what stirred your heart. Write it down. Pray about it. Get still with me. I'm not trying to rush you. I'm trying to reach you. Because what you do after this matters. Your next steps matter. And I am waiting to move with you. I didn't walk away when your prayers went quiet. I stayed. I stayed when others didn't. I remained when your heart was filled with doubt. And I'm still speaking now because your story isn't done and your purpose has not expired. You keep wondering if you're too far gone. If the delay means I've replaced you, hear me now. I don't replace my children. I don't toss away what I've formed with my own hands. But I will let someone else walk in a place you were meant to occupy if you refuse to listen. Not because I love them more, but because they said yes when you kept saying maybe later. I want it to be you. I planned it for you. But I will not force you to take what you've ignored. This is a spiritual warning, and I'm giving it out of mercy, because I want you to wake up before the time passes. You've been distracted. You've been lukewarm. You've been keeping me on the edge of your life instead of placing me at the center, and that will not work for the places I'm trying to take you. The new season I have prepared cannot grow in the same soil as your past compromises. I'm ready to lead you forward. But you must be willing to leave behind what I've told you to let go of. There are things I've asked you to release, not to hurt you, but to free you. Some of what you're holding is not compatible with where I'm sending you. Some of the people you keep chasing were never meant to walk with you into your breakthrough. Some of the habits, the thoughts, the patterns, they are draining your strength and clouding your mind. I'm not trying to strip you of comfort. I'm trying to prepare you for blessing. But that can only happen if you trust me enough to surrender. Comment 1212 if you're ready to walk into what I've prepared for you. I know the process feels painful. Obedience often does. It stretches the places in you that comfort kept numb. It exposes the broken areas you tried to cover up, but that's where I do my best work, in the parts you thought were too far gone, in the memories you locked away, in the dreams you buried. I'm not just healing you, I'm reviving you. I'm breathing life into dry bones. I'm putting my spirit back in places that shame tried to silence. There's a war for your attention. You feel it every day. The constant noise, the endless scrolling, the fear of missing out. But here's the truth. You're not missing out when you sit with me. You're not falling behind when you wait on my timing. You're not losing anything when you choose to obey. In fact, that's where you find what everyone else is chasing. You find peace, you find clarity, you find me. And when you find me, you find yourself. The world keeps trying to define you by your failures, by your status, by your pain. But I've already defined you before you made a mistake, before you lost your way. I called you chosen. I called you mine. I wrote your name on the palm of my hand, and I will never erase it. Not now, not ever. You may feel unworthy, but I say you are covered. You may feel forgotten, but I say you are remembered. You may feel broken, but I say you are being restored even now. You keep asking for open doors. I will open them. But some of those doors require preparation. Some doors don't open until your heart is ready to handle what's on the other side. I love you too much to give you something that will crush you. I'm not just working on the blessing, I'm working on you. And if you keep trusting me, you'll walk through those doors stronger, wiser, freer than you've ever been. But you must stop doubting that I'm moving just because you can't see it yet. I'm always moving, even when it feels quiet, even when the waiting feels heavy, even when you wonder if I'm still with you. I never left. I've been guarding you from behind and preparing the path ahead. You think nothing is changing, but in the spiritual realm, the shift has already begun. Angels are on assignment. Chains are being broken. Dead ends are turning into divine redirections. You are not stuck. You are in transition. But how you respond right now determines what comes next. Comment 777 if you know I am your protector and provider. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There is someone out there who is praying for what you carry. There are lives on the other side of your obedience. The enemy has tried to keep you distracted, not just to hurt you, but to stop what you're meant to release into the world. You don't even know how many people your story will help. You can't see yet the healing your words will bring, but I see it. That's why I keep calling you. That's why I keep pressing on your heart. Because you matter more than you know. You keep thinking you need to have it all together before you move. But I just need your yes. I will take care of the rest. I will provide the wisdom, the strength, the resources. I will send the people. I will make the crooked paths straight. All I need is your surrender. All I need is your faith. Even if it's small, even if it's shaky, bring it to me. I can work with your mustard seed. I can build something mighty from something small. You have no idea what's coming. You've been through a long night, but morning is closer than you think. I'm bringing things together in ways you didn't expect. I'm setting up divine appointments. I'm restoring what was lost. I'm breathing on dreams you thought were dead. But I need you to stay awake. I need you to stay in position. I need you to stay close to me. Because the closer you stay, the more you'll see. And when you see it, you'll know it was all worth it. Shielding, waiting. I didn't rescue you instantly, not because I didn't care, but because I was strengthening you through the fire. You were learning to trust even when the answer didn't come right away. You were growing even when you felt like you were breaking. You asked for a sign that I haven't forgotten you. This is your sign. You asked if the pain had a purpose. It does. Nothing you've walked through will be wasted. Every tear, every battle, every delay, it's all being woven into a testimony that will carry my glory. You're not broken beyond repair. You are being remade for something greater than you imagined. And though the world may have counted you out, I never did. I have been holding the pieces of your life together in my hands, waiting for the moment to reveal what I've been building all along. There is power in your pain when you give it to me. There is purpose in your waiting when you trust me with it. I know how tired you are. I see the way you keep going, even when you don't feel strong. I honor that. You think no one notices, but I do. I see every step you take in faith. I see every time you choose to forgive, every time you choose to believe again. That's what I use. That's what I bless. Not perfection, but faithfulness. Comment 999 if you believe I'm still writing your story. You've come through so much. You've fought battles no one saw. You've stayed standing when everything in you wanted to collapse. Don't think for a second that I haven't taken notice. You're not invisible to me. You're not forgotten. The reward is coming not just in eternity, but here, in this life. I promise that those who sow in tears will reap in joy. I promise to restore what the locusts have eaten. I promise to lift up the lowly and give strength to the weary, and I never break my word. There are things I've kept hidden from you for a reason. I didn't show you the full picture because you would have tried to control it. I've been teaching you to walk by faith, not sight. I've been training your heart to trust me, not your understanding. That's why things haven't always made sense. That's why doors opened and closed without warning. I was behind it all not to confuse you, but to guide you, not to frustrate you, but to protect you. I've allowed certain things to fall apart so that better things could fall into place. You've cried over what you lost, but you don't yet see what's about to be found. I'm bringing beauty from ashes. I'm giving you joy where there was sorrow. But don't go back to what I freed you from. Don't return to what I removed. Some things weren't meant to stay, not because you didn't love well, but because they couldn't walk with you where you're going. Let go. Trust that I know what's best, even when it hurts. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Everything you've learned in the valley is preparing you for the mountain. Every delay has deepened your roots. Every no has cleared your path. Every hidden season was a setup. I didn't forget about your dreams. I'm shaping you into the person who can carry them, because the blessing I'm bringing isn't just for you, it's through you. I'm going to use your story to lift others. I'm going to use your healing to bring hope. I'm going to use your breakthrough to lead people back to me. You've said, God, I'm tired of the process. I hear you, but the process is where the promise is formed. I'm refining your faith like gold in the fire. I'm cutting off what's weak and sharpening what's strong, because where I'm taking you requires endurance, it requires character, it requires a heart that knows how to depend on me, not on applause or approval. You've asked for more, and I've heard you. But more doesn't come without preparation. Let me finish what I started. Comment 1010 if you still believe my plan is better than your own. You were never meant to carry it all alone. That's why I said, "Come to me, all who are weary." That's why I offered rest for your soul. You've been carrying burdens I never asked you to hold. Guilt, shame, fear, pressure, lay them down. They were never yours. I carried the weight of it all at the cross. You don't need to earn my love. You don't need to prove your worth. You are loved because I chose you. You are worthy because I created you in my image. There is nothing you've done that disqualifies you from my grace. Nothing you've said, no mistake you've made, can separate you from my love. I didn't call the perfect, I called the willing. I didn't die for those who had it all together. I died for the broken. I came for the sick, the lost, the rejected. I came for you. Not just the version you show others. I came for the version of you who cries in the dark, who questions everything, who wonders if you'll ever be enough. You are enough because I am in you. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I am your healer, your defender, your provider, your refuge. When everything else fails, I do not. When others walk away, I remain. When you are weak, I am strong in you. And I am not done. I'm just getting started. You've seen glimpses, but what I'm about to do will make sense of every season you questioned, every night you cried, every battle you thought you lost. I'm redeeming the years. I'm restoring the places in your heart that you closed off. I'm bringing new life. Stay close, stay soft, stay surrendered. You don't need to know every step. You just need to take the next one. And I will meet you there. I will go before you and make the path clear. I will give you peace where there was confusion. I will give you strength where there was weariness. I will give you joy that doesn't make sense to others, but will flood your soul with hope. But I am here to remind you, it is worth it. Every moment you've held on when it would have been easier to let go, I saw it, and it mattered. It moved my heart. I don't overlook your faithfulness, not even when it's quiet and trembling. I haven't called you to be perfect. I've called you to be present, to stay in the fight, to keep showing up, even when it feels like nothing is changing. That's where I show my power. That's where I step in with strength, not your own. You think you're barely making it, but in my eyes, you are standing with courage. You are growing even when it doesn't feel like it. And I'm proud of you for not giving up. You've prayed for me to fix the situation, but I want to start with your heart. Because if your heart is whole, nothing can steal your peace, not even the storm. If your heart is healed, you won't settle for things that drain you anymore. You won't cling to things I never intended you to keep. So let me in, fully, not just into the parts you're comfortable sharing. Let me into the places you've hidden, the places you've covered with a smile. I'm not afraid of your mess. I've already paid the price to clean it. Comment 1515 if you believe I'm healing your heart even now. I know how long you've waited. I know how many times you thought the door was opening only for it to shut again. And I know how that disappointment can wear on your soul. But I need you to hear this. Delay is not denial. What I'm preparing for you is not ordinary. It's not rushed. It's not thrown together. I'm crafting something beautiful, something lasting, something that will not crumble when the winds come. And that kind of blessing takes time. You are not behind. You are right on schedule. I don't measure your life by the timelines of others. I don't bless you just to keep up with someone else's success. I bless you in a way that is tailored to you, to your journey, to your capacity, to your calling. And when it comes, it will feel like home to your spirit. Not because it's easy, but because it's right. Because it's mine. You've been comparing too much, watching others live out their story and wondering if I forgot yours. I didn't. But their story is not your standard. What I have for you isn't late, it's maturing. Just like fruit on a tree, it takes the right conditions, the right timing, the right process. And if you pick it too soon, it won't nourish you the way I intended. I know waiting is hard, but I promise the fullness of what I'm preparing will be worth every single moment you trusted me in the dark. You keep looking for me in the big moments, but I'm also in the quiet ones. I'm with you when you wake up with fear pressing on your chest. I'm with you when you stare at the ceiling wondering what's next. I'm with you in the ordinary, in the daily, in the unseen. And that's where I do my deepest work. You don't have to chase big signs. Just stay close. Just keep talking to me. Keep listening. I haven't stopped speaking. I just want you to recognize my voice even when everything else is silent. Comment 1717 if you trust that I'm preparing you, not punishing you. You've asked why certain people walked away, why doors closed, why relationships that once felt strong suddenly faded, and it hurt. It left you wondering if something was wrong with you. But I want you to understand, I remove what will block your growth. I take away what would pull you from your purpose. And though it feels like loss, it's really love. My love guarding you from future harm. My love protecting your calling. My love making room for what's truly meant to be in your life. It's time to stop grieving what I've removed and start preparing for what I'm sending. You can't hold both. You can't stay tied to the past and reach for the future. That's why I'm calling you to release it now. Not because it didn't matter, not because it didn't shape you, but because it's not where you're going. There's more ahead than behind, and if you let me lead, I will take you into places you never thought you'd see. This isn't the end of your story. This is the turning point, the moment where everything shifts. Not because circumstances suddenly change, but because you do. Because you stop living in survival mode and start walking in faith. Because you stop doubting and start declaring what I've spoken over you. You are not a victim. You are victorious. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not abandoned. You are anointed for such a time as this. Every battle, every setback, every delay has been building something in you. Something the enemy couldn't take, something no one can steal. You've come through fire, but you're still standing, and that's proof of my hand on your life. That's evidence that my purpose is still alive in you. You may have lost some things, but you haven't lost me. And as long as you have me, you have everything you need to start again, to move forward, to rise. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. So rise, lift your head, shake off the dust of regret, step out of the shadows of shame. I'm not waiting for a future version of you. I want you now, as you are, because I love you now. I chose you knowing every flaw. I called you knowing every struggle. And I still say, you are mine. You don't need to feel ready. Just be willing. You don't need to see the whole picture. Just take the next step. And I'll meet you there, like I always have. I'll walk with you, carry you when you're weak, speak to you when you're confused, and lift you when you fall. I'm not going anywhere. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and my love for you does not change with your circumstances. I'm doing a new thing in you. Can you feel it? Can you sense the stirring? It's not anxiety, it's anticipation. It's not fear, it's faith being reborn. Don't silence it. Don't push it aside. Let it grow. Let it breathe. Let me finish what I've started in you. That's my grace calling out to you once more. You've stumbled. You've doubted. You've even thought about giving up, but you didn't. You stayed. You held on. And I see you. I honor that. This is not where your story ends. This is where it deepens. I know it's been hard. You've been in a season where everything feels like a test. Your patience, your trust, your endurance, all stretched beyond what you thought you could bear. And you've asked me, why now? Why so much? Because I am preparing you for what you prayed for. You didn't ask me for an average life. You asked me for a breakthrough. You asked for restoration. You asked for purpose. That doesn't come without refinement. I'm not punishing you. I'm shaping you. I'm forming your heart to hold what's coming. The things I've allowed to be shaken are not to destroy you, but to reveal what can't be shaken. My presence, my promises, my purpose. Everything else may shift, but I remain. I am the rock beneath your feet. I am the shelter in the storm. I am the one who sees all, knows all, and still chooses you every single day. Even when your faith is weak, even when your strength fades, even when your hope wavers, I never change, and I never stop loving you. Comment Amen if you still receive my love. You don't need to fight for attention in my presence. You don't need to earn my affection. You already have it. When I see you, I see the one I created with care. I see the one I breathed life into. I see the one I've watched over through every high and low. You are not invisible to me. You are not just one voice among millions. You are my child, and I know your name. I know your thoughts. I know what you carry in silence, and I care about it all. You've been trying to hold everything together, but I never asked you to carry it all alone. I asked you to cast your cares on me, to trust me with the weight, because I can handle what you can't. You weren't created to live in fear, stress, or constant striving. That's not what I want for you. I want you to breathe again, to rest again, to laugh again, to believe again. That's why I keep calling you. That's why I won't let you stay stuck in this place of survival. I am awakening you, stirring something deep inside that the world tried to bury. That spark you feel, that sudden urge to hope again, that's me. That's my spirit pulling you back to life. You were never meant to just exist. You were created to thrive, to walk in purpose, to shine my light in dark places. And that light is still in you. Even if it's been dimmed by pain, I will reignite it. I will breathe on the ashes, and beauty will rise again. You wonder if you've missed your moment, if the delay means the promise is gone. But I say this to you, I am the Redeemer of time. I can do more in one moment than you've seen in years. I am not limited by what was lost. I am not intimidated by what's broken. If I said I would do it, I will. I am not a man that I should lie. I do not change my mind. What I've spoken over your life still stands. But now I need you to stand with me in faith. Comment 1111 if you're standing in faith again. I know you feel like nothing is happening, but trust me, things are moving. You don't see the roots growing beneath the surface, but they are. You don't hear the chains breaking in the spirit, but they are. You don't feel the shift that's begun, but it's already started. That's why the battle has gotten heavier. The enemy always fights hardest when he knows breakthrough is near. He's not attacking you because you're weak. He's attacking because you're close. Don't give up now. Don't silence your prayers. Don't pull away just because it hurts. Bring me your pain. Bring me your disappointment. Bring me your confusion. I can take it. I'm not asking you to pretend it's easy. I'm asking you to trust me in it. Even when it doesn't make sense. Even when it feels like nothing's changing. Because faith isn't about feelings. It's about standing on what I've promised, even when your emotions try to drown it out. I'm building something eternal in you. I'm forming character that won't break under pressure. I'm growing roots that won't be shaken by storms. I'm aligning people and places and timings that you don't even see yet. But when the moment comes, when I release what I've prepared, you'll understand why it had to happen this way. You'll look back and say, now I see it, now I understand, and your praise will be louder than your pain ever was. Until then, stay close, stay faithful, stay expectant. I haven't brought you this far to leave you here. I haven't started this work in you to abandon it halfway. I will finish what I started. I will keep every word. I will open doors no man can shut. I will restore what you thought was gone for good. And I will use it all, the pain, the loss, the waiting, for my glory and your good. But I want you to know, this is not where your story breaks. This is where your faith begins to rise in a deeper way than ever before. I am with you, even now. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This pain will not last. This confusion will not last. I am still your God in the middle of it all, and I am still speaking, still guiding, still loving you through every question and every quiet tear. You don't have to pretend with me. You don't have to wear a mask in my presence. You don't need to have perfect words or perfect faith. Just be honest with me. I meet you in truth. I draw near when you let your walls fall. I'm not asking you to impress me. I'm asking you to trust me. You've come through storms that should have destroyed you, but they didn't. Do you know why? Because I covered you. Even when you couldn't see it, my hand was on you. Even when it felt like I was far, I was right beside you, whispering peace into your spirit, protecting you from things you didn't even know were chasing you. There were days you thought you were alone, but angels stood around you. I carried you through the fire, and you didn't come out empty. You came out refined. Comment 222 if you trust that I've been with you all along. You've wondered, why did I have to go through all of that? Because I'm building something in you that can't be shaken. I'm making you strong in spirit, not just in words. I'm giving you spiritual authority, not just comfort. I'm preparing you to carry something heavy with grace, not just for yourself, but for others who will one day lean on your testimony. What you're going through isn't just about you. It's about the generations that will be impacted because you didn't give up. The people who walked away, I allowed it. The places that closed their doors, I shut them. Not to punish you, but to protect you. You were never meant to settle there. You were never meant to find your identity in people who couldn't see your worth. I know it hurt. I know it felt like rejection. But it was redirection. And I promise, what I have ahead is not only better, it's yours. It's right. It's prepared with your name on it, and no one else can take it if you stay faithful. There are still blessings in your life that haven't been touched yet. There are still open heavens waiting to pour out what you thought was denied. I haven't withdrawn my hand. I haven't stopped working. You've just been in a waiting room, not a grave. You're still alive because your purpose is still active. If I didn't have more for you, you wouldn't be breathing right now. But you are. And that means I'm not finished. That means breakthrough is still coming. You prayed for doors to open, but some doors require your full surrender before the key fits. Some blessings can only rest in the hands of someone who has learned to let go of control. You're learning to trust me with the unknown. You're learning to believe even when you don't see. That's real faith. And that's the kind of faith I bless. The kind of faith that moves mountains, breaks chains, and pulls miracles into motion. Comment 1313 if you believe miracles still happen. You've been tempted to settle, to shrink back, to stop expecting too much so you won't get hurt again. But don't do that. Don't limit your life to what feels safe. You serve a limitless God. I didn't bring you this far to leave you in disappointment. I didn't bring you through the storm to let you drown in the aftermath. I'm not just a shelter, I'm a restorer. And you are about to see what restoration looks like when it's wrapped in my favor. You've seen the wilderness. Now you're about to see the promised land. You've tasted loss. Now you're about to taste my goodness in ways you've never known. But don't rush this. Don't try to skip the process. Stay close to me, and I will guide you step by step. You won't have to figure it all out. You won't have to force what's not meant to be. I will lead. I will speak. I will provide. Just walk with me. Just stay near. You may feel small right now. You may feel like your prayers are too simple, your faith too fragile. But I've done miracles with less. I've parted seas for the weary. I've healed the broken. I've lifted the ashamed. I've fed thousands with one lunch. Don't underestimate what I can do through a heart that believes. The world may overlook you, but I never will. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are exactly who I created, exactly when I needed you on this earth. And no matter what the enemy says, your story is not ruined, it's being rewritten, not erased, redeemed. What the enemy meant for harm, I will turn for good. The people who laughed at your struggle will witness your breakthrough. The ones who questioned your worth will see the glory that rests on your life. I will not let your obedience go unrewarded. I will not leave your faith unnoticed. So hold on. Keep praying. Keep worshiping. Keep seeking. I'm not testing you to break you. I'm training you to bless you. Every delay is divine. Every tear is known. Every quiet yes has been recorded in heaven. I will not forget your faithfulness. I will not overlook your effort. The harvest is coming. The breakthrough is coming. The joy is coming. I know how long you've waited. I know you've questioned if anything is really changing. I know you've watched others move ahead while you stayed behind. And I know the thoughts that creep in, whispering that maybe you were overlooked, maybe you're not enough, maybe this wasn't for you after all. But those are lies, and I want you to see them for what they are. The enemy wants to wear you out right before the miracle arrives. He wants to drain your hope so you stop expecting anything good. But don't believe him. Listen to me. I still have something to release into your life. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been faithful when no one saw. You've served when it wasn't easy. You've praised me even while feeling broken. And I've seen every moment. You think nothing came from it, but the heavens have recorded all of it. I count your tears. I remember your prayers. I do not ignore your heart. There is a reward for those who keep going when it's hard. And you, my child, have kept going. So don't stop now. Don't give up when you're this close. Comment Amen if you're still believing me, even in the waiting. Sometimes the silence isn't punishment, it's protection. I didn't let certain doors open because you were meant for more. I didn't answer some prayers because I saw what you couldn't. I didn't allow those people to stay because they were blocking your growth. You asked me to bless you, and I am, but not at the cost of your peace, not at the cost of your future. If it didn't stay, it wasn't meant to. If it walked away, it was not your loss. I removed to make room. I pruned to bring fruit. I closed chapters so I can write better ones. You've been holding on to things I never asked you to carry. Guilt, regret, shame, memories of who you used to be. None of that belongs to you anymore. I washed it away. I already paid for it. So stop letting the past define your present. Stop believing that you'll always struggle, that you'll always feel this way, that you'll always be stuck. I didn't die for you to live like that. I came to set you free, not just later, but now. You keep asking, what if I miss it? But I'm telling you now, if you stay close to me, you won't. I lead, I guide, and even when you take a wrong turn, I know how to reroute you. I don't need perfect steps. I need a heart that stays connected to me. I know how to bring you back. I know how to fix what's broken. I know how to redeem even your greatest failures. You cannot ruin what I've already redeemed. Just walk with me, one step at a time. I'm not asking for everything all at once. I'm asking for the next yes,